Welcome to Twinning Out Loud
with your hosts, Mariah and Amanda.
All right, Amanda's been practicing this one. This is what we're going to go over today. Amanda, what is this month?
It is National Multiple Birth Awareness Month.
Yes.
That is a mouthful.
Yes, it is. She's been practicing it ever since she got here.
It's true.
You killed it.
I'm going to say it wrong.
You killed it. You're fine. You made it happen.
I did. It's like, that's multiple words of an awareness.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Say that 3 times fast. But yeah, happy National Multiples Birth Awareness Month.
That's why I practiced it.
Yep. Celebrating all of those parents of multiples.
Not just twins, it's all of us.
All of us, yes. It's our month. It's our time. And I like your shirt today, too.
Yes, I'm tired.
Quoted by Mom.
Seriously.
It's hysterical. Maybe we should make some more shirts like that.
Story of this week. For real. You know, just the prep of Easter and whatnot.
We're all ready for Easter. We're getting going, you know.
Can't believe it's here. Literally here.
Chugging our espresso.
Cheers.
All right. Now that we're done being corny.
Or you didn't have to say that. But we thought for this episode, we talk a lot about the children, but what about us? What did we envision for us when we thought of ourselves even back, you know, before we met our husbands, and what did we think we were going to be as moms, and who are we as moms?
Yeah.
So, you know, prior to Multiple Birth Awareness Month, who were we? What were we doing? What did we feel like we were going to be, and how did that shape like who we are? So, Mariah, what about you? When you pictured your future day of having children, what did you envision? And I'm sure it wasn't having identical twins.
No, it definitely, I didn't ever picture the twin part. Happy that it happened though. But yeah, I would say I thought I was gonna be, and I think I was in the beginning, like that mom that like cooked everything, juiced everything, had no tantrums whatsoever, like didn't have like those mom guilt moments. I thought I would have all the energy in the world. I was gonna be like this hyper super mom. And like I said, I do think that I was like that hyper super mom in the beginning. Like but that was also maternity leave. Like, you know what I mean? Like with my first, at least, I just remember like walking her to farmers markets, biking with her around town, and juicing all the time, and making her like those banana pancakes every day in fun shapes with fun sprinkles. Like, and like, yes, I do that stuff now, but definitely not as frequent, which it's not realistic. Some days we wake up late. Like today, some days we wake up late. And like, it does make those moments more special. So that's fine. And like, yes, I can't juice every day, but I juice here and there, and we buy bulk produce together. Like me and the girls will go and we'll get the produce and like juice it together. So we do all of that stuff. So it just makes those moments more special. But for sure, I thought I would be doing that every day. I thought I would not yell at my kids a single day in my life. I thought I would have way more energy than I do. That shift after school and after work is like tiring. Like I need like 3 more cups of coffee, because you want to be energetic when they come home. They're so excited to see you. You're excited to see them. You've missed them all day.
Yeah, they want to play outside. They want to play with their toys.
Yes.
And you want to play with them like that, but at the same time you're like, hold up.
Yeah.
I just want to sit too.
I just need to breathe. Like I want to be with them and enjoy their presence, but they want to be on the go because they're finally not in like a school structure. They're home. They're in their safe spot. They want to play. So it's getting I call it like the 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5, like that second
absolutely.
shift. So yeah, I mean that's kind of, I thought I was gonna be more of that, like the moms you see on TV.
But what about, like, how many kids did you think you wanted to have or you would have?
So we were always stuck between 2 or 3. We were stuck between 2 or 3. So it was actually ideal when we went for our second and then ended up with 3. So it was kind of perfect. It kind of answered it for us. I would just say, 3. 3 is a solid number. How about you? How many did you think you were going to have? What mom did you think you were going to be?
I thought the same kind of mom. Like, homemade like meals and making everything from scratch and just like that picture perfect Pinterest mom.
Yeah.
And I remember actually in my first job, I would decorate this little tree they had for every season and every like holiday. They had different ornaments for it, and I would be the one pulling it out. And the president actually of the company, it was a small company, came over to me one day and she was like, just don't be that mom. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you're like successful. You don't have to be the mom that has like every PTO meeting in the books, and you don't have to do everybody's craft, and don't do your kids' crafts for them. And like she like rambled on, and I was like, that's exactly the mom I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be the mom that's overly involved. Like my mom, after my brother was born, stayed at home for a little bit, and she came to our school and would do like lunchtime. Like they did, parents could come in and like help with lunch. So she was there. If we had any like activities or anything, she came, and like that's what I wanted to be. And I remember like when she went back to work and I was very involved in volleyball, like if it was an away game, I didn't live close to any other school, so our travel time was like a good distance. My parents couldn't always come to away games, and I'm like, well, I want to be able to do that. Not slighting them, obviously, but like saying like that's what I envision. I envision being present. And I envisioned being very involved in school and very involved in their activities, and as much as I could be. And I feel like so far there's not much to be involved in since Lainey's not in school. But with like gymnastics, like I want to be present and put all my effort into that for her. And even with daycare, if they have a party, I like fill up baskets and do all the crafts and make sure it looks perfect. And you know, I mean, when it was just Lainey, I was cricketing it and all that. Now with the boys, like definitely energy change, as well as what I thought I'd have energy-wise change.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the time to put the cricketing stuff onto the basket.
Cricket's been on pause. It's just sitting in my office closet.
Yeah, but like that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the parent bringing in the fun little baskets and the fun little treats and being there when I can be. And I hope that I still will be that as I move forward. But like, that's the mom I always like envision being, like just very involved and present.
Yeah, and I will say, like with everything, there is like growth. I mean, there's growth in who you are from when you even started having kids to now, and that's not saying that growth is bad. I think it helps us come to like the realization of why did I want to do those things, and like it just shifted my mindset of like, okay, this is what's important to me. Like you're saying, the presence part, extremely important to me, a non-negotiable. Like that is the mom I'm going to be, like continue to be. Like I will show up for everything. You will hear me be the loudest one cheering you on. I will go, like, obviously I can't do some of the volunteer days at school, like the mystery readers or like some of that. And that was hard for me because Parker's first mystery reader day, I couldn't get like you have to get clearances and stuff, and like doing that fast enough was just like I kept getting pushed back in like my to-do list. So I didn't get those clearances in time, and I like wasn't able to go on it. And she was like, Mom, like other parents were there today and you weren't there. And I was like, dagger to the heart. I was like, all right, I'm submitting the clearances now, but so I can be at one of them, not all of them, but show up to one and like surprise her. But yeah, like I will be there. Presence is very important for me. I remember the one time I had a work trip, and it was in Boston, and it was the girl's birthday. So like I always take off on the girls' birthdays, and everyone was leaving on Parker's birthday. But the meeting didn't start till the next day, but it started at like 8 a.m. And I was like, all right, guys, like I won't be there when you're all flying in, but I'll be there at the start of the meeting. I did Parker's birthday, got my butt up at 2:30 a.m., drove to the airport, flew out, and was there at the start of the meeting. Like,
now that's a super mom.
I was like, I'm not gonna not be here for her birthday. That's something she will remember, me not being here for her birthday. They're not gonna remember if I came rushing into the meeting. And I was on time, so thankfully there was no delays at the airport, because that probably would have stunk. But yeah, like presence is a huge thing. That's something I'll give up some juicing days, but I will not give up presence.
Yeah. I also saw myself being like a mom that's like working out all the time, and while I get it in when I can, can. The weekends are it's just not happening. Like, I can't do it. I mean, from the time that the boys are up at like 5:30 in the morning until the time they all go to bed by 8:30.
You're exhausted at night. It's like,
Yeah.
it's hard.
I'm not working out at 8:30 and then being wide awake until 10:30.
Yeah, and then have to get up at 5. Yeah, like, it's just...
Yeah, so like, of course, like I saw myself being like fit, and I would lose all the baby weight, which we talked about on this podcast before, that we have
so
other plans.
hard. And now it's like, it's getting warm here, so it's like short weather and everything. And I went to put on a tank top, and I was like, no, nope.
Yep, nope, feel you. I haven't pulled out the shorts yet. Don't want to see them.
I mean, I'm looking at them right now on the podcast, my legs, and I'm just like trying to hide as many pillows as I can.
So yeah, I feel like there was a lot of different mom ideas, like again, like that Pinterest mom thought of like what I wanted to be. Presence is like the one thing, like you said, non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Like, I will be there and I will be at whatever I can be at and be involved in what I can. I just like the juicing, and I do make the banana pancakes.
You
day,
do.
so like,
as soon as I said it, I'm like, well, man, it is that super moms.
not every day. There are days they get the frozen ones.
Yeah, once
It's
a month. Got it.
No, last week I think they got that all week because I just didn't have it in me.
I do like do the heart pancakes. Like, I'm good at the shapes. I can do that.
See, I don't do the shapes.
I do
Mine
the
are
shapes.
just circles like out the door, but like I will put sprinkles in on the weekends or like different things and make it just as special and memorable for the kids as I can. Because I remember my mom used to go out of her way for us too, and like she still does for holidays. She doesn't have to do anything for me. I'm an adult now, but like she'll do something little. And even if like I celebrate my birthday like it's a month celebration, I think it's like a national holiday, and that's just who I am.
National Amanda Month.
Yes, and my parents feed into it, so they're not that.
No.
Yeah, Gary hates that for us.
That's
But like my mom, even when I went to college, would give me the first half of my birthday month something to open every day, just because like I love my birthday so much. And they were little, like a pack of gum, a pair of socks, like, and then leading up to like my birthday gift, but just something to open every day. And like I love that, and I take off on the kids' birthdays, but I also take off on my birthday.
So do I. Yeah, it's a Saturday this year though, so that kind of like.
I actually don't know what day. I think it's a Thursday. But last year I took off and pulled Lainey from daycare, and I took her to Bluey camp.
There we go.
And I'm debating doing it again. So last year, she's very like introverted when it comes to like being in a group setting. So she didn't want to do anything, and it's a specific time frame you have in there. And by the time that we were done is when she had fun. Like she didn't want to play keepy uppy because there's too many kids and stuff like that. But now she brings it up randomly through the year. And I thought that they would, like, it's a moving show, but it hasn't moved. So I'm debating if I take her again and try it. But like, and I want to take the boys too when they're a little older, and we'll do like all 3 of them for my birthday. Like, I don't need the birthday for me. And I was actually telling my cousin that the other day.
I just want to be with them and have off and like not have to worry about anything but just hanging out with.
Yeah, like they're my people.
Yeah.
Since I had Lainey, so her first year I was on maternity leave. The next year she was just 1, and I took off, and she could barely do anything at the playground, and I took her anyway.
Yeah, just
I was like, let's go swing or do something.
Having a day.
Yeah, for my birthday. And then I was like, you know what? We're going to go to Target, and you're going to get something.
Yep.
And then we're going to go, and we got McDonald's, and she got a Happy Meal. Like,
there we go.
She thrived on my birthday, and I thrived because it was my birthday.
Yeah, there we go.
So like that's like the mom I want to be, just like, you know, a fun mom. Yeah. Not Modern Family. It's like, I'm not a regular dad. I'm a cool dad.
Yeah. You know that's also Mean Girls, right?
Oh, yes, Regina George's mom. Yeah. I mean,
you're quoting Phil for Modern.
Do you know why? Because Gary's dad quotes him all the time.
Oh my god, it's like, or Mean Girls, like the OG one.
Yeah,
I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
I know, but the first thing I think of Mean Girls is like, there's like a 99% chance
it's already raining. Oh
yes.
my god, it's
throwback
hysterical.
there.
Yeah, I mean, who I thought of, I think besides the like random yelling as a mom, I think I like who I am as a mom now, and less of like the trying to keep up with like all of the things that I was before when it was just one kid, because this gives them variety. It teaches them that every day can look different. There's no pressure to it. It's really, what do you wake up and want to do? I think we all have like this stigma of like, this is what you should do as a mom. This is what all like the put together moms do. Who the heck cares? What do I wake up and want to do? I've started to get better at doing that with them. Like, do you guys want to go to the park this morning? Do you want to go here? What do you want to actually do?
Yeah.
Instead of like doing all the like check marks, like, oh, all the moms do this, all the moms do that. Like,
Yeah.
do we actually like doing some of that stuff? The juicing I do like, but only because I like the output of the
Well,
juice.
yeah.
Like, and like,
actually
obviously,
like my banana
I was about
pancakes.
to say the shapes I like doing, but not being forced to do it. I want to wake up and feel like I want to do it and have
Yeah.
fun and like sing in the kitchen, make those pancakes. Like,
Yeah.
you know what
we
I
love
mean?
a good like dance party
Oh,
in the kitchen.
love a
My
dance
family
party.
always is.
Yeah.
The
Like
boys-
sometimes I'll just like put out paper. Like we have like this, it's called crab paper, but it's really just like construction paper on a
Yeah.
roll. And we'll just roll it out. And I'm like, guys, you want to draw on this, draw on that? Like it just, what do we want to do that day? I don't know. And it gives them a safe spot to be creative and not just like the same old thing every day.
and not just trying to hit your check boxes and be that Pinterest mom that's perfectly put together. Like I am not perfectly put together. My ducks not in a row.
Not in a row.
Not in a row.
And honestly, all of those moms, like, it's fantastic that they can do those things. Like, it's beautiful what they do. The life they're creating is amazing. But they also give up some things too.
Yeah.
Like, some of those moms don't have corporate careers. They give up that stability part of themselves, or even if they didn't, like, they don't want that, that's fine. But, like, it's all give and take. And I think we only see the part that we're like, oh, that looks so nice and put together, but we don't see the other part of like what they're maybe not having
But
either.
that's social media.
Yeah,
for you.
that's social media.
You always put the best version out
Yeah.
on social media versus like, you know, what's really happening behind closed doors. I feel like more people that post all the positives usually have more negatives behind closed doors.
Yeah.
So you're seeing like, wow, that person really has it together. Like, look at all these posts and their kids are picture perfect and no wrinkles on their shirts and like their pants fit them. And I'm looking at like pants going, could I fit one more wear out of these? Like, I'm not buying another pair of pants before summer hits, you know, those kind of things. But I mean, overall, I do think whether you have multiples or not, one is just like a whirlwind easier that you don't realize, because when you have one, you're learning.
Yeah, it still feels like a lot because it's your first.
And you keep learning,
Yeah.
obviously, as kids come. But like that first is just like your whole world's rocked because you were all about you or you and your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like there's another child involved and you're like, okay, well, I want to take them on a bike ride. I want to take them to the farmer's market and I want to take them here. And then you add another one, or in our case, two. And you're like, okay, well, that's not feasible.
Yeah,
to
things are
take.
harder.
Yes, and I have to think about the logistics in this world. Like, okay, I'm going to take them out there. Do I have the ability to get them safely in and out of the car
Mm-hmm.
at the same time? Do I know where I'm going to park? Is it a good area to park? Like,
What time are we going?
Is it
Do
gonna
they
interfere
still
with nap
nap? Do they
time?
still not
Yes.
nap? Are like hangry? There's
yeah, so like there was a lot more thinking when you get past one. I always wanted 3 kids. Gary wanted 2. And then he always says that we compromised and had 3. And I'm like, we didn't compromise.
You won.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did win.
Gary sounds like a sore loser.
I didn't expect, obviously, to have twins, but I definitely wanted 3 where he wanted 2. And that just shift in general was a lot on like your day to day and just your abilities to do something so easy with Parker. Put her in the car, Leanie, just put her in the car, go to the playground, go to Target. Well, now I'm thinking to myself, 3 in the car to go to the playground, and then 3 in the car to go to Target, out of the car, put it back in, then to like.
Tom always yells at me. He's like, "Why are we leaving this early?" And I'm like, "Just wait. We'll get there exactly on time of when I said." And every single time we get there exactly on time. I'm like, "You're not calculating all the stuff we have to do." Yeah, sure. Sometimes like my first time going somewhere, maybe we got there 10 minutes early, but I'm like, I'd rather that than late and rushing them out.
Oh yeah, I give myself 10 minutes easily to put them in the car.
Yeah.
That's not even loading the stuff.
Shocked he didn't question me for Disney on Ice because I wanted to get there 45 minutes early. We got there 30 minutes early due to like random pit stops. Again, that I built in thinking that was going to happen. But I'm shocked he didn't question me why we were getting there so early. I'm like, doors open an hour early. Like, and like it was packed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we got to go to our seats. We have
There's
3 little
so
kids that
many
are
logistics.
like walking in a stadium like seating, so they have to go down.
Yeah.
I was like, and you got to get them snacks. You're
I
not
was
allowed
gonna say, and they're gonna pass every vendor.
Yes. They actually didn't ask for anything from the vendor.
Took her to Disney, and I said, "Shut."
We ended up getting them like the wands because like they could see it like while we were in there, and I was like, just go sneak out and get them the wands, but like they didn't really. And then they asked for the icy afterwards. They were asking for it during. I'm like, you don't need that. And then we were leaving and they were still open. And I'm like, you guys can get one for being good. Because there was kids around us having tantrums.
Yeah, same.
And like on the ground crying. And I'm like, okay, you can go get an icy.
Yeah, you guys actually did pretty well. I always knew that I would correct my kids and yell at them. Like I just know me, and I know I'm not like a gentle parent in any aspects. But I have noticed a difference in yelling and gentle parenting is like when I yell at Lainey for something, I always say, you know that I'm not mad at you. I'm mad that I have said this 3 times and you didn't listen. Like, I'm not mad that the other day she was eating cereal, and I don't know why, but this girl cannot eat cereal in a decently quick manner. It is the longest process. The cereal is soggy. It looks disgusting. I'm over it. She's obviously still eating it, but whatever. So she was eating her cereal, and I had put TV on because they were up early. So I was like, okay, like watch some TV as I get breakfast. And I didn't pause it. My mistake. So she was standing on her stand, and she was looking over watching TV, and then she would look back and eat. And then I saw her moving her body toward the TV. And I said, Lainey, you have to be careful. I said, if you put your elbow, it's all going to fall over. I know, mommy. Okay. Starts turning. Lainey, elbow. I know, mommy. Okay. I turn to get the boys more food, and I hear, no, mommy. And I was like, Lainey. And I was like, I am not mad that it spilled. I could care less about the mess. I care that I told you 3 times to pay attention. Yeah. But I feel like that's a difference in like parenting now too. Like I'm explaining to you why I'm yelling at you.
And you're acknowledging.
Yeah.
Like why I was warning you.
Yes. Yeah. Instead of just being like an immediate like reaction. Yeah. Which I mean I do. I've had those, don't get me wrong. But like I always try to follow it up with, do you understand why I yelled? Or like, do you understand why I kept saying this? I
make the girls say yes. I make them say yes. And if they don't, if they're like, yes, I'm like, I can't hear you. What did you say? And they're like,
speak up, use your words. I say to Lainey.
Yeah.
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 So same, like, trying to think, she did something yesterday and she said, I'm sorry, mommy, like 10 minutes later. And I was like, sorry for what? Like, you need to tell me why you're sorry, because if you don't acknowledge why you were sorry and you're just saying it, it's empty. So she said like, I forget what it was. I told her not to get up at the table because I had fruit laid out already. And I was like, don't start eating it. Like, I'm getting your dinner ready. And she got up and sat at the table. And she was like purposely touching the edge of the fruit and not touching the fruit.
Sounds pretty on par, yeah.
And I told her to get down, and she wouldn't get down. I told her like 3 times. Then finally Gary picked her up and put her down on the ground. And she, of course, stomped away and like threw a fit. I just ignored. Then she came back over like 5 minutes later. And she's like, I'm sorry, mommy. And I was like, I don't know for what. And she was like, I'm sorry for touching the fruit. And like, she's
like, actually, I didn't expect you to ask that question.
Yeah. And I was like, yes, Lainey, I just asked you to stay on the ground because you sat up there. Then your brothers thought you were eating the fruit. They wanted the fruit. Then it became a whole thing of them screaming, eat, eat, eat at my ankles.
Come on, mom. Hurry up.
Literally. I had like ankle biters.
Peasant.
They were literally like, eat, eat. And I'm like, okay. Trying to get your food. But like those are things that I feel like as a mom I didn't expect me to understand, and I thought I would be more like just like reactive, and just because of that's more of just my personality, even though I knew that I didn't want to be. I just know me. And I feel like I've been at least trying to make sure that I give a reason.
Yeah No, I definitely give a reason. I just like hate that like you yell at all. Like, because then you always think about it at night.
Oh, yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
Damn it.
Well, I replay the whole scenario. I could have handled that better.
Well, I do say to them, I was like, guys, like, I just want to have fun with you. But when you're not, don't listen to mommy. Then mommy has to keep correcting you.
Yeah.
And then we can't just sit here and have fun. And I said, you'd be able to. We do a lot, but like some stuff we might not be able to do now if you can't listen to what mommy's saying. Like what I'm saying is to keep you protected or to make sure nothing bad happens. Yeah, I'm just like, what? Like they were on scooters yesterday and just scootering around and
not paying attention.
Like and like Parker flipped it, and I was like, Parker, mommy told you 3 times that you had to pay attention. Like if you're gonna talk and do that, stop the scooter, stop looking back, and talk to daddy. But if you're not paying attention, you're gonna get hurt.
Yep,
I was
Lainey did the same thing.
you have to put them away now, because if you're not gonna listen to me, they have to go away. And then by like the end of the night, like that was calm, but then by the end of the night, like they weren't listening to something else, and I'm like, why aren't we listening?
Yeah, it's a buildup.
Why are we just not listening today?
Yeah, so Lainey on a scooter, like in our development, she'll scooter up. It's like not really an incline, but enough to be slower. But on the way down, I'm always like, she's flying. And I'm like one mailbox at a time.
Yeah.
Or else I'm sprinting after her. And I usually have the boys in their car, their double car. Well, that thing's like,
yeah.
You know, it's not like it's a nice smooth stroller.
Yeah.
So I'm sprinting. Their heads are like, ugh. And I'm like literally screaming, Lainey, slow down. As long as like you live in our development, nobody in there goes fast, which I'm happy about. But if there's like a delivery driver or something, you don't know. So we were coming up at the end of like the one road where it splits where we go to our house. And I was like, Lainey, wait at the stop sign, which she knows she has to do. So I was coming up and she didn't wait for me to say like, go or look both ways. And she just took off. So I start sprinting and I'm like, Lainey, car. And I scared her. And since then, she's like, one mailbox. But that whole night, all I kept thinking was I screamed so loud that I scared her. And I know it was for her safety.
Yeah.
But like, you're replaying like.
It's hard. You're like, yeah, it's hard.
But at the same time, like, they also need correction. Kids need correction.
They
if you
need
don't
guidance, or else there'll also be free reign. So I mean,
and I don't want a brat for a child.
No,
like I want my children to listen to another adult, like not just even me. Like if my kids come here, that you could say, "Hey, Lainey, like that's not safe," and she would be like, "Okay, Mariah."
Yeah.
And not be like, she yelled at me. Like,
no.
I
don't need that.
No.
Yeah, no. I want them to be able to be corrected.
Yes, and that's only good for like coaching when they have to be coachable
their whole life. That's gonna be good. I talk to people at work all the time, like even the people you work with, you want them to be coachable and like you be able to give constructive criticism and feedback, and like so it carries them through their life. So
absolutely,
it's fine. It's just the you just take it personal. It's the mom guilt forever. But yeah, we just really wanted to hop on here, see and tell you what type of moms we thought we were gonna be, how many kids we thought we were gonna have, how many we do have, and just don't always go with the status quo. Don't compare yourself to all the things you see online.
Be the mom you want to be.
Yeah, your kids are safe, they're loved, they're happy. They only want you as a mom. They don't want these other moms that they're seeing. Your kids are happy. That's it. And they love you for who you are. And we all grow throughout adulthood, throughout having one baby, multiple babies, no matter if they're twins or just 2, 3, 4 kids, 5 kids or more. Like, you grow and you adapt to be the mom your kids need.
Yes.
So I think
absolutely. And as long as you're happy with the mom you are, like, that's what counts to me.
Yep. But all right. Well, thanks for joining.
And happy multiple birth awareness month.
There we go. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.